Okay, I don't know what happened, and I'm not a live expert, but my video got disconnected on my laptop, and I don't know why, because I don't do live videos. So, but anyways, shout out to Mr. Mike Dalcoe, and to his family. They're currently in Dubai. I just wanted to make this quick video because I was inspired by um, his video with his wife. They were talking about the watch that he was getting for his wife, or I didn't understand the connection, but I did know that he did earn his Rolex watch through care bars, and that's pretty amazing. I mean, it's a Rolex, and I'm not really into brand names or designer purses and things like that, but I do know the name Rolex means it costs a lot of money, so uh, that means something. So and he was there with his wife and this fancy jewelry store that I've never heard of, but apparently it means something in money. So, um, like I said, I'm not big on brand names, so you can laugh at me if you want. I don't care. But anyways, the part that I picked up about it was the part that kind of made me like upset. Not upset with him or anything, but the situation. Anyways, when I was visiting my mom on the East Coast, and I asked her could I have some of my late father's um, work items, and one of his items was um, the watch that he had earned from working at the company that he worked for several years. This is, and I'm not knocking this company at all. I am not, because that company it's a nice place. I mean, so I'm not knocking this company on any level. However, if this is all you're gonna get at the end of your work career, you can keep your stinking watch. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. Well, anyways, my mom let me have this year, which is 2019, and in 2012, when my father expired, when I went home the first time, um, she let me have this plaque, which I guess he was presented with this for 38 years working at the company. It's just a piece of wood. It's just it's kindling. You could just throw it into your fireplace. It's wood. It's My father deserves better than a wood plaque. He deserves better than this watch. I have no idea if it's actually gold. I didn't ask her for the watch because I wanted to pawn it or if I wanted to sell it on eBay. I wanted it because it was my father's watch. And I think it's not like a Rolex that's gonna appreciate in value or it's gonna hold its value, because they've already degraded it by putting their company logo on the watch. You can't see it, but they put their little logo on the watch. It's kind of like they branded it for life, so it's already depreciated. So this is definitely not a Rolex. I'm not even going to tell you the name, but it is a good name brand watch, but it's not a Rolex. So, uh, and my husband, he's been at the company that he works for. It's also a nice company, but he's been there since I want to say 2000. I want to say 2003, I think, the early 2000s. He's been there, and they've already started to give him like certificates and things like this. We appreciate the opportunity and the job that he has, but it's not enough. And if we would have had children, when my husband expires someday and I expire, if we would have children, we can't leave them anything unless we've been saving these peanuts, these peanuts that you guys that work full time, and I see your statuses, I see your posts, I'm chasing this, I'm chasing that, and I don't need to sound negative, but this is declining every single day, and granted, I haven't had a real job since the early 2000s, like since before I moved to California. But I know that the money isn't right. I know that much. The money isn't right. Like we're buying less and less at the grocery store with a $20 bill. And it's like, wait a minute, where's all the money going? Well, we know where it's going. They don't make it up and say, oh, well, there's taxes and blah, blah, blah. They'll make up excuses. But it's not okay. But the point is, you guys are working full time and you think that, oh, I got a few dollars in the bank that I'm gonna be okay, or oh, it's tax season, well, we say balling, but apparently flossing is the new terminology. I don't care about that either. But the point is, this is nothing, even though it's $2, but this is going to be eventually a penny worth. That's how much it's going to be. And if you have known me all my life, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling that well today. If you have known me all my life, you have never known me to be about scams or anything. I wouldn't tell you basically a bunch of BS. I would never bring you a bunch of BS. And if you haven't taken the time to make your free gold savings account, I have no idea how else to explain it to you. And when you register for your free gold savings account, these are my professional business cards that I paid for with my own money. My own money. Luckily, I paid for it before I forget how much I paid for it, less than $20. Luckily, I bought it before the $20 was worth $2, because it probably would have ended up costing me $40. I get that from my dad. He was kind of frugal, so. But anyways, back to my father. Uh, my father, he worked at that company for about 40 years, but that wasn't his sole source of income. And if you knew my father, you know that he expired prematurely. He expired when he was about, I think he was 62. And I'm not saying this on any type of level that I'm bragging, because it's not even like that. I've never been like that. And when I become a multimillionaire because of Carrot Bars, I'm still gonna be the same Tiffany that you've always known. The same Tiffany. I'm still gonna be outspoken. I'm still gonna be the same girl that you've always known since '76. I'm still gonna be the same girl. But my father died a wealthy man. He died. If you know him, or any of the Martins, you know they were already wealthy. But most of them are dying prematurely because they're not taking care of their health. They're just not taking care of their health. But he put in all those years at that company, and he didn't even get to enjoy his money. His money. He didn't get to enjoy his money. He invested into stocks. He did some online trading towards the end, from what I understand. I don't live there, so I don't really know. But I believe he did some online investing, and but he didn't get a chance to do Carrot Bars. I could put this on my soul. If my father was still living, he would be all over Carrot Bars. And if you know my father, or if you knew him, you know he was an investor. You know he was an investor. He had properties. He knew how to put his money to work. He kept his job because that was just the way he was brought up. But he also retired early too. So, and I'm just coming to you. And if I've known you and we went to school together, grade school, preschool, I'm only saying this because I love you. And I guess I probably shouldn't say this because the leaders might be upset, but I don't care. It's, it's my life. It's my live stream. It's my consequence. But I'm telling you this because I want you personally to have more in life. And it's not about being snooty. It's not about being better than the next person. It's not about that. It's never about that. It's not about that. It's about knowing that when you expire someday, your children, your children's children will never have to ask anybody, can I borrow $15? It burns my soul to see a grown man asking somebody to borrow money. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's like, do this for your children so when you're gone, you'll know that your kids are taken care of. I'm starting to get pissed. I'm getting pissed because in school, the people that I went to school with in Alta Vista High School in Virginia, they barely taught us math. They barely taught us math. I mean, they had algebra and a little bit of geometry, but when you go work at your jobs, none of that applies. None of that applies. They don't teach you financial education. What they teach you is to prepare you to go out there to be a slave in the slave field. They prepare you to be robots. And now you're upset. This is turning into a rant video, and it is what it is. I'm trying to censor myself. It is what it is. But if you have not taken the time to go to my personal business page, and I'm going to put it in the comments, and I'm going to put it on my page every day until infinity. And we haven't even taken time to like my business page. This isn't, no offense to, I'm just going to say some, I'm not going to name their names. But if you know, we're not selling anything. I'm not selling anything. You know, we're not selling lotions, potions, makeup, weight loss products. We're not selling anything. We're actually paid to keep our money, even though this isn't money. This is not money. This is not money. Lord have mercy. This is not money. It never has been money. And this tax season, since I was 16, I have always known that was not right. When I worked for my little check as a waitress and then as a fast food worker, I put in my hours and I got my paycheck. I wanted to know where the hell my money was. I asked my father 3 times where the hell my money was. I'm not trying to make a joke, but where the hell my money was, because I put in 40 hours at this fast food place. And he was like, well, they take out taxes. And I'm like, well, when am I getting it back? And they borrowed money from me. Am I getting interest? And he just kept telling me, you're not getting any interest. And I said, well, if I borrow money from the bank, I have to pay them interest. It's a penalty. Why aren't they giving me interest back? And he just would put his hands on his shoulder and he would just say, God, Tiffany, they're not giving you any interest. They're the government. And so, but anyways, and you haven't taken the time to, at minimum, look at the video. Doesn't cost you anything. Or like my business page. Then I don't know what to tell you, because, like I said, we don't sell products. We're not asking you to buy a candle. We're not asking you to buy any lotions. We're not asking you to buy any teas. We're not asking you to buy anything. We're trying to ask you to look at the information and to start building wealth for your family. Yes, there is a business package. Yes, there is. But you're not obligated to purchase it. No one's going to get on the phone and call you and say, John, Bob, whatever your name is, you know, buy a package. No one's going to tell you that. If you only have $2 to save, well, you got to have at least 5, but you can get some cash gold, which is this. This is cash gold. This little piece of metal in the middle, that's 24 karat gold. 24 karat gold. Real gold. $5, the same price that you would pay at any restaurant. I'm not going to name any names because I'm not bashing any of those coffee shop places. I'm not bashing any pizza place. None of that. The same amount that you waste on a bag of potato chips or a soda, you could be putting away for your family each week. And no, you're not obligated to save. every week, but you should. So, like I said, we're not selling products. The product is money. Your money. Your money. You exchange this garbage, which if you have a functioning brain in your head, like I said, I really don't care if you take it personally. Because this is probably going to be my last live video to you guys anyways, because this is just not my thing. But you exchange your declining dollars for an appreciating asset. This is 24 karat gold. I don't have my Karat Bars card yet. And the only reason why I haven't ordered it yet because I want to accumulate more commissions on my card so I can use it wherever I want to use it. I guess the last thing I want to talk about is what's going on in the banks. Like, when you go open up your free, well, they're not even free accounts, I don't think. Because, like, whenever you go to any bank, I'm not going to name any names, and when you go to a bank in your local city and you open up an account, they ask for probably 2 forms of ID, usually like your driver's license or your social or something. That's the same thing you would do with Karat Bars, except they ask for a copy of your utility bill, something that has your proof of address on it. That's it. They actually don't ask for your social security number. They don't ask for anything. They just want to know where you live. So when they send you your physical gold to your home, they'll know it's going to the right person. Like I said, if I've known you all of my life and I went to school with you, I personally just want you to have more in life than what you see. Some people think that, oh, this is what God wants me to have. I'm not really a church person, but I'm not picking on you. But um, trust me, God wants you to have more than what you see. God wants you and your family and your little children and your children's children's children to have more. He or she wants you to have more in life. He doesn't want you living from paycheck to paycheck. He doesn't want you borrowing from grandma. He doesn't want you, working multiple jobs. He doesn't want you going to work sick and making other people sick. He doesn't want that, or she. They don't want that. I don't want to see anyone, but especially don't want to see the people that I actually know and I love. I see your posts. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you that you have to go to work and you have an illness or you're working in pain. Or even the ones that's not working in pain. I feel bad for you that, you're working every single day and there is a better way. There is a system. It's called networking. We're the only company out here that you can register for free. There's no membership. It's not, a one-time fee of $29 or just a simple annual fee of $50 or some other BS. There is nothing like that. But if you keep saying no to what you don't know, how will you ever progress in life? How will you ever progress? And I'm just keeping it very simple. If you have, for every child that you have, you should be putting away. I'm just keeping it very small. The leaders say 60, I say 5, because not everybody has $60. But for every child that you have, or grandchild, you should be putting $5 into cash gold every week. And you actually get paid to save in gold. When you put your money into your bank or your credit union, you have to be honest with yourself. I mean, I already know the answer because I've banked with many of the big top banks before. We're fading out of the banks. Leaving me long before Karat Bars came into my life because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing, we appreciate your value customer, your value service, or whatever they say. I'm tired of hearing it because I know it's not true. You just appreciate the fact that you're making money. But I guarantee you, at the end of the year, your bank didn't give you anything last year or the last 20 years. They didn't give you nothing. They may have given you an ink pen that had their company logo on it. When you register for their or you sign up for the account, they may have given you a $200 um, what do you call it? Like, I'm just going to use the word admission or whatever. Like, when you open your account, they probably gave you $200 to open up your checking account. And that's just to entice you to get you in. But you know what they do when they use your money. They make money off of you as a customer. Whereas Care Bars pays you for being the customer. And when you work at your job, wherever you work, they probably give you maybe, well, you can earn, just depends on where you are. You can earn like 1 to 2 weeks paid vacation, maybe. But chances are you can't afford to go anywhere. So what do? You just sit at home and waste the money or try to hold on to it and pinch off of it. And then you're pretty much broke again the rest of the year. Or you wait till tax time and you think you were going to get ahead, but then you end up spending the money, or you have a nice vacation with that money, but then you're back at square one. It's tax season now. With that refund that you're getting, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. July 4th of this year is going to be Gold Independence Day. And like I said, just go to the website, look at the videos, register for free. If you can't get a package, which I think you should get a package because it automatically comes with the KPC, at least get you some cash gold and exchange it for the KPC so you can start building you some wealth. Get some real money coming into your life. He said, I don't really feel well today, but because my daddy deserved better than to have to work until he died. Well, like I said, he did retire early, but hi Avery, but my father and my parents deserve better. And my mother is retired. She's fully retired, but um, we all deserve better. And unless you take that leap of, I guess people say the leap of faith, I don't know what to tell you because it's free to join. You're not going door to door selling products. You're benefiting from this yourself. Like, let's say 100 people on this stream today, or 100 of my friends decide, or whoever, or 1,000 people decide to just sign up today and they start doing, like, I'll get a small portion, but I don't get money just because you sign up. This isn't like opening up a PayPal account when they give you a cheesy $5 thing, or that other, what's that other new cash? I think it's called Cash App, where they give you $5, something like that. No, it's not like that. This is legitimate wealth building. So don't think that you're doing me a favor just because you go to the website and you put in some inaccurate information. Do this for yourself. Do this for your family. Let whatever is holding you back, let all that go and go to the website. Don't worry about the messenger. Think about yourself. Because if you're still working and you're 75 and 80 years old and you're sick, that's terrible. I don't want that for you. I want better for you. I want more for you. Like I said, this isn't about like you know how you guys see. I don't see them, but you know how you guys like to see those reality shows, like um, I don't want to say their names, you know, but you know how you like to see those particular reality shows and how they're living, you know, in these mansions and things like that, and then you guys go out and you buy that one purse that looks similar to them. It's like if you want that lifestyle, then take the steps. It doesn't cost you anything to get started and basically keep up with the Joneses, but do it the right way and just want more out of life and show your children the world and your grandchildren and great grandchildren in the world before they even get here. So one day when you do expire, your beautiful face will be up on the mantle saying, Tiffany provided this, or my great grandmother Tiffany and my papa Henry made sure that we were provided for. Sort of like when my father, he did that kind of like for us, but he did it differently. He said, I miss my father. I wish he was here because he would run with me with this. We would run hand in hand with this. And you think, like, I'm just gonna say, I guess I'll just say it. Like the Hilton Hotel and like Paris Hilton, um, even Donnie and his family. They necessarily weren't born into wealth. They build wealth. Every generation builds wealth. Every generation builds wealth. But you can start building wealth. You can be that gold nugget that starts. You can be that person that starts and starts. Each one teach one. You can be that person. You can be that person that starts it. Like I said, my husband and I, we don't have any children. We only have cats. But if we ever adopt a child or two children, they're going to be ready for their children and their grandchildren, their great grandchildren. Excuse me. They're going to be ready. They're going to have everything they need. It has nothing to do with wearing, designer clothes. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with, balling or flossing, whatever those new terminology is. It has nothing to do with that. But they're going to be ready for life and anything that comes at. And they're not going to have to want for anything. They're not going to have to worry about it because it's going to be taken care of. So first, I'm going to type in the browser the website you need to go to see the two videos. They're just short videos. And then you can register for your free gold savings account and start building wealth today. But you definitely want to connect with the KBC coin because that's going to be epic. That's going to be beyond epic. And that's what's going to financially free the Martinezes forever. And you are being given the same opportunity as any soul that on this earth, any living soul on this earth. So, exchanging this declining paper currency for 24 karat gold, physical gold that's sent to your home if you choose, or you can have it stored in their vaults, which is probably safer until you can, I guess, build your own vault so things can be protected. So, anyways, go to my website, www.stayathomelifeinc.com. Register for your free gold savings account and get started. And once you register, you can either call me or text me, and I can help you upload your KYC documents, which is know your customer. It's nothing big, nothing major. It's just your driver's license and a picture of your like your utility bill or something like a bank statement or something that has your physical address on it, or your passport or something like that. You know, it goes directly to the company. I don't see any of that information. That's none of my business. So that's between you and Carrot Bar. So this is longer than I expected. Live videos aren't for me. So but I had a lot more to say, but you are worth more than a piece of wood and this watch. Or at least if you're gonna get a watch, you should get your watch. I don't know. I think I think I think the Dalcoe's I think he got his watch, or I think he earned his Rolex this year. Made 5 years he's been with Carrot Bars. So well, either way, he's been with Carrot Bars for 5 years and he earned a Rolex. That's 5 years sounds a lot better than 38. And this is not a Rolex. It's still a brand name watch, but it's not a Rolex. So you can either register for free and start building wealth as low as $5 and get your Rolex in less than 5 years, or stay with the company that you're with and get a certificate for 10 years, and then a wood placard and a retirement watch in about 40 years. Well, actually, my father got his watch. I mean, he got his watch, I think, sooner because he retired early for whatever. Well, I know why he retired early, but so the choice is yours. Thank you for everybody that actually showed up and actually listened, and thank you in advance for anyone that does decide to register. And thank you to Mr. Michael Dalcoe for the inspiration today. And shout out to Team Freedom, to Mr. Kevin Thompson. I think it's Thompson, not Thomas. I can't really pronounce his last name. But shout out to Kevin and to Team Freedom. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful time in Dubai. And I can't wait till I get to go someday. Take care.